and they're setting me up. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me, and it would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me. And Brad Paisley, who sued Sony Records for $10 million. They owe me money, and they're trying to...
Do you regret ever getting involved in...
I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was about 15 years old, because when I did MTV Cribs...
I'm sick of this. Sick of these people. I'm sick of these haters and jealous people in real life too. And when all I did was protect that girl, all I did.
The mysterious death of Aaron Carter could be related to Diddy. These are the types of headlines that have been popping up lately after shocking reports surfaced alleging that the feds are taking a closer look at Aaron's suspicious death and his past connection to Diddy.
It's just moments away from Aaron's very first performance in the UK in front of 10,000 screaming girls who, from the sounds of it, have got a bit of a crush on Aaron.
So the feds are reportedly getting ready to update Diddy's existing indictment and add more charges. And we're hearing they're now looking at all the suspicious deaths of people who had connections to Diddy, including the late teen idol Aaron Carter, who sadly passed away on November 5th, 2022, one day after Diddy's birthday. Aaron was a 2000s teen heartthrob and little brother of Backstreet Boys' Nick Carter. But after his early fame, he struggled a lot with mental health issues and substance use. And allegedly, this was all tied to some traumatic incidents from those early days in the industry. And now there are some photos resurfacing of young Aaron hanging around Diddy back in the day, and fans are speculating that Aaron may have been one of Diddy's youngest victims. But that's not all. See, Aaron was very vocal in the months leading up to his death, and he claimed he knew things about some powerful people in the industry. He posted a bunch of cryptic posts, and just before he was found unresponsive in a bathtub, Aaron reached out to none other than Kanye West, asking if they could talk. And here's where the rabbit hole gets even deeper. Kanye later claimed that Aaron was taken out by Harley Pasternak, Kanye's former personal trainer and rumored MK Ultra celebrity handler, who threatened Kanye he would institutionalize him.
And I don't want to hear from none of these Jewish talk about, oh, he's in an episode. Harley Pasternak followed me to the hotel, kill Aaron Carter, and now they acting like they won't clear the Backstreet Boys sample.
Now, if you're wondering how this ties back to Diddy, well, Kanye's also claimed that Diddy threatened on behalf of unnamed Jewish people, and one of them was allegedly Harley Pasternak. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. The feds are now also reportedly looking into allegations of Diddy using poison as his method of choice to silence people. And Aaron Carter, Kim Porter, and Jamie Foxx are apparently the three individuals whose deaths, and near death in Jamie's case, are now being reinvestigated. And now, on top of that, sources are saying that Aaron was ready to spill some major secrets about Diddy, maybe even linking him to this rumored ring of Hollywood PDF files who target young entertainers. So could it be that Aaron knew something that was about to expose Diddy's cover? What exactly happened to Aaron in his final hours?
And I'm begging you and I'm pleading you, help me raise $100,000 as soon as I can so I can move to an undisclosed location where I am safe. My realtor won't sell my house. They're all involved in this, and they're trying to keep me there.
Just when it seemed like Aaron Carter was getting his life back on track, news broke on November 5th, 2022 that he was found unresponsive in his home and declared DOA. Now, we know Aaron struggled with addiction and mental health issues for most of his adult life, but there were still a lot of unanswered questions about what really happened in his final moments. So at first, most people just assumed Aaron had relapsed and either OD'd or possibly taken his own life. The police also initially didn't consider his death suspicious. However, a ton of strange and disturbing details have come to light about Aaron's last hours over the past 2 years. The first police report claimed that a housekeeper found Aaron's body in his bathtub. However, the cause of death wasn't publicized right away. This article, published by the LA Times 2 days after Aaron's death, says that the LA County's coroner's office performed an autopsy on Aaron, but officials deferred declaring a cause of death pending chemical tests. Now, it usually takes a few weeks for the toxology report to be finalized. However, it wasn't until April 2023, 5 whole months after Aaron's death, that they finally shared the results with the public. That's when the LA County Medical Examiner coroner ruled that Aaron's death was accidental, citing drowning after taking and inhaling compressed gas. So when news first came out about Aaron's cause of death, most fans already assumed it was linked to substance use. Because for years, the headlines focused on his battles with addiction, and Aaron was always pretty open about it. On top of that, Aaron also dealt with ED and body shaming issues, and just a few years before he passed, he had to seek treatment for those struggles.
I have a hiatal hernia. I I have a stress condition. It's an eating disorder. How would you feel every 2 seconds seeing a tweet? You have AIDS. Go die. Oh, look at this head. Oh, kills. Kills. Look at my teeth. Beautiful. Right? Yeah. Look at my teeth. Yeah. Look at my face. I'm not a head. I've never touched it in my life. It's body shaming. It is the toughest thing to deal with. I get Voluma fillers, okay, to fill up my face.
So, because of all of Aaron's mental health struggles, some people also speculated that he might have taken his own life, especially since his relationship with his family was strained and he had almost no real support system around him. But then things started to take a weird turn, and a lot of people online started saying something seemed off about the official story. Fans started digging up old videos Aaron had posted in the days before his death, and in many of these videos, he talked about feeling unsafe in his home and being scared for his life.
9 days ago, Aaron Carter had this to say.
I'm afraid for my life. Anybody else have neighbors from hell, or am I the only one too? They don't observe an exclamation, sweetheart. None of them do. No, they don't. And that's why I'm just moving. My property is completely secluded. These neighbors have been the scariest, worst people. I was threatened by them, by a gang.
Now, to give you some more clues, it was reported that Aaron's neighbors, Anthony and Amanda Chaval, who were both medically trained, tried to help him after hearing a 911 call over a police scanner. But here's where things get strange. Aaron's house sitter refused to let them inside the house. According to the Daily Mail, Amanda, who's a registered nurse, grabbed her defibrillator bag and was ready to assist. But when they got to the door, the house sitter told them she couldn't let them in. Amanda later mentioned that the woman actually locked the front door and she could hear her running away from it. What makes this even weirder is that the house sitter apparently also tried to stop the police from getting inside when they showed up just minutes later. And you gotta admit, that's sketchy, because even if she didn't recognize the neighbors, why would she try to keep the police out? What if there was still a chance to save Aaron? But that's not all. There was another theory that involved Aaron's ex-fiancée, Melanie Martin. See, about a year before Aaron passed, it was reported that Aaron broke up with Melanie because he found out she was conspiring with his family to put him under conservatorship.
But apparently she was in communication with his family to put him under a conservatorship. Or at least that's what he thinks she's doing. Yes, the same type of conservatorship that Britney Spears fought years to get out of. So of course, Aaron Carter is very upset at Melanie Martin. They split up.
Melanie was also previously arrested for putting her hands on Aaron, and Aaron later revealed in a YouTube video exactly what Melanie had done to him.
My ex-girlfriend is now in jail for she ripped my trachea out. She ripped my arms open. She ripped my back open, and she punched me where I got my tooth pulling out of my mouth. So, and then hurt my trachea so bad that I can't speak.
Aaron eventually filed for a restraining order against Melanie, and he also filed for custody of their son. Now, it's not clear if Aaron and Melanie managed to work things out prior to his death, and some sources claim they reconnected right before his passing. However, fans thought it was weird that as soon as Aaron died, Melanie brought 2 moving trucks to the house where he was found. At the time, the police investigation was still ongoing, so it's pretty strange she was allowed to do that. Also, why did she need 2 truckloads when she didn't even live there full time?